Hi, everybody. It's kind of late, but I was supposed to do a Labor and Love live question answer today, and I didn't want to let the day pass without doing that because I did receive some questions from people. So I'm going to go ahead and answer those. It's kind of late out there. Hi. I'm glad to see some people are awake. I figured some moms are either just putting the babies to bed or up nursing or doing some mom stuff. We do things at all hours. So my little one is asleep, so I actually came downstairs so I can get this done and answer some of these questions. So since it's late, I'm just going to go ahead and dive in. Hi. Just wait. All right. So got some good questions. We're only going to do a few because it is kind of late. So the first question is, how can you get your newborn to sleep without the breast? So newborns and sleep, they kind of have to figure this out. You kind of have to figure it out. You have to figure out what works for your baby. So without nursing, there are several things that may work for a newborn sleeping. One thing is swaddling. So when you swaddle, it kind of puts the baby in that snug cocoon, kind of the way they were in the womb, so they're really comfortable. You can also try like a sound machine to help bring some noises that are similar to what they heard in the womb to kind of soothe them. Another thing that was, for me, a personal choice, and is also a personal choice for other moms, is if you choose to use a pacifier. I know that some babies do get that just urge to suck. Some babies are suckers, some babies are not. So if your baby has that natural urge to suck and they're using the breast just to pacify, not necessarily to nurse the entire time, a pacifier may be an option. I would only caution you if your baby's young. I'm not sure how old the baby is, but in the beginning of nursing, your goal is to build your milk supply. So if your baby's if your baby's sucking a passy, they may not necessarily spit the passy out to give you a feeding cue. So in order to keep your milk supply building, you want to use your breast as much as possible. So if it's been about 2 hours and you have a newborn baby, you know you need to take that passy out and go ahead and nurse. So those are some good options for trying some things to get baby to sleep. Remember, for a safe sleep environment, babies should be in their own crib. No pillows, no blankets, no stuffed animals should be in the bed with baby, and babies sleep on their backs. Now, getting the baby to sleep and not soothing them yourself was not my forte. So I am not the sleep trainer whatsoever. I'm a sucker in that department. But we have been working with sleep consultants. So we have someone who's going to be coming on to actually do some sleep training and do some consulting. So hopefully in the near future, we'll be able to give some more information on that. But try those things and let me know how they work. All right, the next question is, should you eat while you're in labor? If you want to eat, eat. If you can eat. If you're early in labor, everything's completely normal. Your baby's head is down. You're not like breech or anything like that. You're not at a high risk for a C-section. Before you go to the hospital, definitely eat. If you're being induced, eat before you go. The only time you should not eat is if you're anticipating surgery. Early on in labor, you may want some light food, some little crackers, juice, things like that. I would definitely not eat steak and potatoes because when you're laboring, sometimes women vomit as labor moves along. And, if you eat something heavy, whatever goes down is going to come up. Plus, the thing about pooping while you're pushing. So whatever's in your system will come out. So keep that in mind too. But yeah, if you're hungry, go ahead and eat. Once things get nice and active, you're not going to care about eating anyway. So I think that answered that question. All right, this next question is about breast milk in a bottle. So do you warm the water in the microwave with the bottle or the water by itself, then let it sit? So we should never ever put milk in the microwave. So if you use the microwave to warm your water, definitely do that in a microwave safe cup with the water. Take the water out of the microwave, sit on the counter, and then place the bottle in there. We don't want to put any direct heat to breast milk or to formula. So a good way is to warm that water first, either in the microwave or the stove, and then let the bottle sit in the water to get warm. Another thing that you can do is use a bottle warmer if that's available. But if not, yeah, the microwave is a good, quick wait to warm up some water and let the bottle sit in there for about a minute or so. Make sure you always test the milk to make sure it's a good temperature before giving it to baby. Our next question actually came from a dad, so I appreciate the following from the men out there who want to be more active. This dad wants to know, how can I be more involved? Mom is breastfeeding. So I understand, I understand that moms take over. You have to understand that this is her baby. She carried this baby in her body, and it's really kind of hard. Hey, people are joining late. Hey, y'all. If you missed the beginning, I'm doing this kind of late, but I wanted to get it in because I was supposed to do one earlier today and didn't get to do it. But anyway, so, it's very common for moms to take over. And it's very normal for a dad to feel like, well, she's breastfeeding, where do I fit in? Lots of things you can do, Dad. So first of all, you can take diaper duty. You can also take care of burping and bath time sometimes. And even if mom is able to pump milk and put into a bottle, you can make sure to give her a break at some point and feed the baby a bottle. Just make sure you use paced bottle feeding if the baby's smaller. But moms literally need to be told to take a break. So if mom is not letting you take too much action with the baby, then you just tell her, go ahead, you take a nap, you take a bath, I got this, I'll do nap time, I'll do bath time or whatever, just give mom a break. Sometimes we actually need to be told and forced to take a break. So good luck with that. I'm so happy. That's so cute that you messaged me with that question about how you can be more involved. And as the baby gets bigger, your role will also get bigger. All right, y'all, so this is our last question because I know it's late. And it's been a long day for me. I'm sure it's been a long day for y'all as well. How many centimeters do you need to be to get your epidural? I want to see how long I can go without it. Great question. So I always tell people, and I mean, different places have different guidelines, but I always tell my patients, get your epidural when you feel like you need it. If you're feeling something, that doesn't necessarily mean you need your epidural. I know there are some women who don't want to feel a thing, so you want to get the epidural right away. That's fine. But if you get it early, you'll be numb, not able to move around on your own for a long time. I would recommend just waiting until you're having regular contractions and they kind of feel like something to get your epidural. Now, if your goal is to try to go without it, the cutoff point may be different depending on what hospital or birthing center you're delivering in. But usually if you can still hold your position and get the epidural, like the baby's not crowning, you can still get it. If you're a first-time mom, just because you get to 10 centimeters doesn't mean you're about to have your baby right away. It doesn't mean it's necessarily time to push. You still may have 1 to 2 hours of laboring to go. So you can be 10 centimeters essentially and still get the epidural. But you may also wait until that late to get it. Then your body may quickly relax and it's time to push before you get that full effect. So there's no right or wrong time. Just keep in mind that once you get the epidural, you're stuck in bed, so you can't do that movement. You don't have that freedom of movement. And if you wait too late to get it, you may still be able to get it depending on your hospital, but you may not get that full effect if your body relaxes quickly and baby descends and it's time to push really quick. So, all right, y'all, that's it for tonight. Those were some questions. Hey, I'm just ending this. Those are some questions that people had sent in. And I just want to reiterate, as usual, that this is a question answer session that does not in any way, shape, or form take the place of your doctor, midwife, OB, pediatrician, none of that. So we don't override any of their recommendations. This is just a question answer session for your knowledge. But if you have any serious issues going on, you should always take the advice of your personal primary care, OB, or baby's pediatrician. All right. So good night, everybody. Thanks for joining. Thanks for watching. Whoever catches this, I hope y'all got the answers to your questions.